What did you make of Liverpool today?
The Liverpool first half, mate, honestly. Southampton were good. Let's give them credit.
Yeah.
First half. Southampton were good. Really good. And Liverpool still had the hangover for midweek. They didn't really pick up. Second half, much better. Much, much better. And goals change games. You felt that Southampton were never going to get another one. The best you felt they could hope for was, keeping a clean sheet. Once they got the penalty, Liverpool, you kind of felt it was inevitable where the points were going to end up because Liverpool are so good. They get
Southampton. Though, I mean, come on. Well, they're conceding, and within a minute they make another huge mistake. What is wrong with these clubs? They're so bad.
Well, there's a reason why they're going to be. They're one of the worst side in Premier League history at the moment. Currently, they're on course to be the worst.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, they got 9 points. Didn't Derby get 11?
Right now, they're on course. James.
No, mate, come on. They've got 10 games to get 4 points.
Jay, they're on course.
No, I'm not having that.
I'm just telling you now, right? They're on course.
They only need one win, really, technically.
Oh, good luck with that.
No, but they've got 10 games.
Or 3 draws.
Come on, lads.
I don't know,
lads,
mate.
Come on. They can't break the record.
Jay, I'm not convinced about that.
11 points. No,
I'm not convinced.
No.
So you think it's guaranteed?
I guarantee Southampton will win one game. They will. They'll win one game.
Okay, how many have they won all season?
They've won 2. They won 2.
Jay, 2 in 28.
Yeah, well...
Right? So that tells you now...
That tells you, that they're on course to win one more.
I'm no mathematician, right? But let me tell you now, mate, they're up against it. They're up against it.
They've got to win one more, mate. They can't get 9. They can't finish on 9 points. Come on. They'll get that. Come on.
They might equal the worst record.
No,
they might. They might. I'd love to know what Southampton fans think.
Well, I want to hear from Southampton fans. Get involved. Look, we're just. I want to get into some Liverpool fans who want to have their say on their performance. Do you think it was actually a great performance? It wasn't a great performance from Liverpool.
I mean, they've been doing it all season. They're remarkable because they're not. And I've said this, for risk of repeat myself. The Klopp side had. It's one of the. I think one of our favourite sides watching under Klopp. The energy, just the power, that rock and roll football that was heavy metal football, he used to say, right?
Yeah.
Slot's taken that away. He's made them defensively more solid. Yet they lose that little bit of that energy, that bite, that overrunning teams. But he's getting results, and that's all that matters. No one's going to care. No Liverpool fan's going to care. But, and I said this when I spoke to Ada, there will be a moment that Liverpool, and it won't happen in the league because the league cooked, in the Champions League, if they play like that, all it takes is a bad half or a bad 45 minutes or a bad hour and your Champions League can be over. And they've got a tough...
well in the tie. If they play like they did the other night and put the chances away.
Southampton the better side first half. If they play like that first half and PSG rock up, they get the first goal, they could be looking over their shoulders, Liverpool.
Right, how you doing?
All right, Daz.
I'm all right, Daz, are you?
Big Daz, please. Hey, Cundy.
Hello, mate.
Are you not entertained?
Well, I mean, you tell me. You're a Liverpool fan. You tell me.
I think that Liverpool played PSG again for the first half today. Southampton passed that ball incredibly well. Maybe it was a hangover. Maybe it was just a little bit of fatigue. I don't know. However, second half, that's why we are going to win the European Cup. We've already won this league, and we're going to win in Wembley on Sunday. What a team!
Yeah, I mean it's remarkable what I'm watching because, as I said, I'm not blown away by Liverpool. It's not aesthetically, they're not the most pleasing side on the eye. They're not, but it's all about results. It's all about results. But Daryl, and as I said, I don't know. You don't want to play like that too often, mate, because in the Champions League, you will. If you put in performance like you did midweek and first half today, it will catch up with you.
I totally agree with you. Do you know what I've seen all season? You talk about like the Klopp and Slot difference in regime. Slot's substitutions have been incredible throughout this season. The players that he's brought on and the timings in which he's done so, they've impacted our games massively. Bringing Endo on against Wolves, I was thinking, what's going on? But actually changed the game, and we were brilliant as a result. I think Slot, he is very different than Klopp. However, we are getting the results based on his tactics, and we are watching us. We are very, very exciting for about 10 minutes in each game.
Yeah, and because you've got such quality up top. because you've got such quality in Salah. I mean, Salah did nothing today, but he scored 2 goals.
I mean,
You know, that's all you need to do if you're Salah. Just rock up when it really, really matters.
I totally agree with you, but I think to talk about Liverpool's front line and say it's full of quality, I mean, Art Darwin, I mean, you know, I'm not a major fan of Art Darwin anymore, but he started that comeback today. I think, I'll tell you what I want to touch on as well. Diaz, to go down and, you know, make sure that VAR was taken. Because that's why he ran in my opinion, and he hit that other player. He went down, the ref stopped the game, VAR started, and we got the penalty. I think that's so intelligent of a player.
Yeah, sorry, he went down for the penalty? Was it Nunez?
It was Nunez.
No, it was on ball. But
the handball?
Yeah.
Oh, it's handball. It's handball. Both the pens, by the way.
Yeah, both the pens. I don't know what Southampton are doing.
No, both the pens.
Do you think Darwin Nunez, Daryl, look, he scored today, he gets the penalty. Do you think he is in with a shout starting against PSG?
I'll tell you the truth, at half-time I said to me, mate, this is a game for Nunez because they were so good at footballing, but I think he works better when we are not in possession. I think he's more of a scrapper, he's more of a chaser, he's more of a, disrupting. I think it might work because I don't think he understands what he's going to do next.
So basically, you don't want him to have the ball, is what you're saying?
Yeah, very quickly so he can just kick the ball. Like today's goal was fantastic because he couldn't think.
No, but what about that centre forward play for the goal you scored midweek? I mean that's old school. Go up, challenge for the ball.
They do play it up to him. They're not
it's
scared.
an option.
Yeah,
it's an option to do it.
Today they done it. I think it was might have been the goal or he was involved. They just knock it up to him, play direct.
He's a mystery because when you look at him,
he needs 5 chances though, doesn't he?
I know, but he looks like the sort of player that it might click for him, doesn't he? You look at him and think he's got all the raw materials. He looks physical. He's got a big heart about him. It's just in front of goal. He hasn't got that cold veins that you need as a striker.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
With respect, I think he's a brain away from being Messi.
I've not heard that before. It's very good.
Okay, let's go to Paul, who's a Liverpool fan. All right, Paul?
Now then, boys, you all right?
I'm all right, Paul. How are you?
P-Dog?
You know what, I always try not to come on, but I've just listened to Jason's nonsense, and he just keeps going with it, doesn't he? Doesn't stop.
Mate.
Jason, do you do any research or any looking into the stats before you speak nonsense?
Go on.
Anyway.
Tell me.
Okay, I'd say we were unlucky. The first half today we had 12 shots. The second half we had 16 shots. Today we had 28 shots, and we had an XG of nearly 4.5. I'd say that's unlucky. That's not lucky, is it?
No, I thought compared to what you've been like, and this is, by the way, can I remind you, it's the worst side in the Premier League this season. 9 points they've got. They're 1-0 up at half time.
Okay, and that's unlucky, I'd say. Not lucky. What's lucky about that?
It's lucky that you played Southampton.
But it's lucky that we were 1-0 down at half time.
No, you're lucky you played the worst side and possibly right now on course to be the worst side ever in Premier League history.
So did we play? I'd say we probably played the form team in Europe on Wednesday. Was that unlucky or was that lucky?
Well, you were poor.
Yeah, but was it lucky or unlucky? I'm just trying to use your words.
Well, you got lucky. The fact that your goalkeeper had the game of his life.
A goalkeeper is a goalkeeper paid to make saves?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I tell you what you don't want. You don't want the same performance from PSG and the same performance from your boys in midweek. Because if that happens,
so we go 2-0 up and aggregate and go through.
No. What I'm saying is, you do not want to put in the same performance I saw first half and the same performance I saw in Paris midweek. Because if you do that, it'll catch up with you. I promise you.
What does that look like? I agree. We weren't great first half today, but we were still unlucky not to go in. We were unlucky not to score a goal or two in the first half. And against PSG, I'd take that. We were poor. But what's going to catch up with us?
That's all I've said.
What does that look like?
No, I don't know what that looks like until it happens. But I'm telling you. No, what I'm saying is, you can't.
You could go out, Paul. You could go out the Champions League.
Oh, well, wow. I mean, that's an amazing, what an estimation to make that you could go out of a knockout competition. Of course we could go out. We played well.
That's what he's saying.
What is he saying? What's going to catch up with us, though?
Because you can't... Look, you need a bit of good fortune to win this competition, right? The Champions League. You need a bit of luck. You need a referee. You got lucky with a red card, by the way.
When?
Midweek. What do you mean, when? It's a red card. Canate.
Well,
Did he stay on the pitch? Was the VAR check? Did the VAR check? And
come on, you know as well as I do, it's a red card, right? We all know it.
Well, not according to the UEFA.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You got lucky.
All right, well, Jason, you've been poking holes all season, and you continue to poke holes, right?
Yeah, but you keep biting, Paul.
Listen, Jason, your persistence is commendable. I've got to give you that. You keep poking. Right, but once again, there's no research. You're not backing up.
No, I just backed it up.
What? Well, the red card was unlucky or lucky. I can't make.
It depends if you look at it for PSG. Come on. Let's be Paul. Come on. Let's be honest,
listen,
right?
If that
was the other
PSG, right?
If that was Marquinhos, right, and if that was on Luis Diaz, right, same thing. Same thing.
It doesn't matter if anything was lucky or unlucky. It wasn't a red card.
No, if it's the same thing, this other end of the pitch, what are you saying?
I'm saying it was lucky or unlucky, depending on which side of the fence you're on, right? No, but listen. If we were unlucky or lucky on Wednesday, were we lucky or unlucky today after having a stop on goal?
He's tied himself up in knots here. Paul, you got lucky against PSG. You got lucky Canati didn't get sent off. And what Jason's saying today is you're lucky that you're playing Southampton, who are the worst team, because, again, you wasn't at it.
That's all
but
I
you
said.
still won.
I'm not... don't take it...
Jason, listen, we can work offline on definition of lucky and unlucky, and I'm happy to take you through that. Yeah. We can spell it out if you want.
I felt today, I'm talking about today, really. I felt today that you had to handpick one team, and at half-time, Southampton were that team, and they're 1-0 up. All I'm doing is warning you that if you carry on playing like that, I'm just telling you, Paul, I'm just saying that play like that. If you play like that against Southampton first half against PSG, you might find yourselves on the wrong end.
We did play like that against PSG first half.
I know. I'm just saying, Paul, you were lucky it was Southampton today.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.